I just finished putting together a home gym. Got a little shipment here of from Elite FTS today to finish off what I need and give a little walk through it. First thing we got, refrigerator and microwave. Two most important things in a gym. Next thing, radio. Third most important. Big old Jensen floor speakers and an Infinity 12-inch subwoofer. Makes neighbors happy. Move over to the rack. This is a BW Products power rack. Bought it used here locally. Had a couple modifications to it. It's got a little bit of a wider base than standard. It's got 3-inch hole spacing, 2 sets of safeties, 2 sets of J hooks. Currently have 1 J hook off the rack. I'm having a mock-up done of a different type of drop on the J hook to see if I can get it offset 1.5 inches from the other sets, which would basically give me 1.5 inch hole spacing. Come over here, you see we got a couple of trees on either side of the rack just holding the weight. Last guy to use this didn't take his weight off the bar. Got 120 pounds of chain on the sides. A couple of sleeves I'll go over the safeties if I'm doing lockout work, just to kind of keep them from getting banged up. And we got a couple of blocks for doing some block pulls. Some 3/4 inch mat on top of those as well. Over here, this is my primary set of bands for any sort of work that not be accessory work that I'd be using 2 bands across the barbell for. Got the set of short bands, long bands. Got some easy straps for loading chains on a deadlift bar, sled strap, and then hanging ab straps. There's the other speaker. Set of spare tires, just some donuts out of some car for who knows what. Those are my bumper plates there. Throw them on the axle and the log, which are up here, so I can drop them from an overhead height and not really worry about it too much. Got a little bar rack up there. Got the 10-inch Pitbull log, 2-inch solid steel axle, and Avanco easy curl bar, or whatever you want to call it. Then over here in the rack, that was a Buddy Caps Texas Power Bar. And a Christmas tree because I'm festive. A couple of 100-pound plates. Don't really know why I bought those other than they're $50 for the pair, and why not. Another set of bands. These are what I use for accessory only. You know, they can use one at a time. Don't care how they stretch. Keep the other ones kind of the same aging so that they don't stretch differently. Here's the newest edition, the Elite FTS GHR, Deluxe GHR, just showed up today. Pretty excited about that one. Over here, lat pull down. I got the 250-pound selectorized stack. High pulley, low pulley. A little weird. There's a cable goes from the high one to the low one, so the seat's a little bit off. You got to lean back a little bit, but picked it up for $100, so can't really complain too much. Had a PVC pipe wrapped in duct tape and spiky ball for some soft tissue work. Over here we got a Iron Mine sandbag, that blue thing there. A couple of kegs just for carrying and conditioning. We have a stone platform that I got to finish yet. Need to get the rubber mats on there and a couple 2x4s up top to prevent a stone from rolling off. And over here we got farmer's handles, a sled, and a couple of tires. Tires are just used in case I figure I need to drop something real heavy. Haven't actually used them yet. Also use them to mold stones. I got a couple of Slater molds that I'll be using here soon. The sled's just a wheelbarrow taken off the frame. Got a eye bolt on there with a cable choker that I'll use that strap for now that I have it. Pretty basic. Got everything I need. Get a little bit more weight in here and we should be good to go. There's the last thing there, the Paramount flat incline decline bench. I picked that up for $15, believe it or not. Thought that was a pretty good deal. A couple of Olympic dumbbell handles over there to use it with it. Nothing too fancy. Gets the job done. Should be able to progress here for quite a while. Just to get a little more detail here, it's got my rack on a platform, and I got another platform out here for deadlifting. Deadlifting platform is 2 3/4 inch layers of plywood, full 4x8 sheets, and then another half sheet in the middle with just some Tractor Supply Company stall mats on the outside. Got a couple of angles, Simpson Strong Tie angles with 3/4 inch or half-inch bolts through them to form as long band pegs. And then here in the middle I got these little recessed deals. These are like trailer tie-down points that I've bolted through 2 layers of the plywood there. Work out pretty well. They stay out of the way in case if I'm doing anything like a log clean or whatever that I need the middle of the mat open for. They stay down out of the way so I can use the short bands to pull on the deadlift, which I like a lot better than the long bands. This platform up here is actually, I bought from the same guy as the rack. Those side mats are from Weightlifter's Warehouse. Those are the 3/4 inch mats. Extremely expensive. I don't know why he went with those other than the Tractor Supply ones, but they are kind of nice. But I guess part of that also plays into the 2 bottom layers are 3/4 inch birch plywood, and the top one here is oak plywood. If I had to guess, there's probably $200-300 worth of material in that platform. I don't really know why he would do that, but it was pretty slick, and I'm kind of glad that I have that. It's nice and flat. And over here is that Deluxe GHR again. A couple of the reasons I opted for this one is, one, you see that step up plate there. That's a couple training partners I have told me that'd be pretty nice addition there, because if you have a bunch of band tension on and you're trying to get in position, that little intermediate point really helps out. And then speaking of bands, it's got band pegs down here. I hear they're not the best thing in the world, and you can come back and choke them around that upright there, but it does have those. The other thing why I didn't go with an Econo is you see the adjustable footholds that moving it up and down will allow you to basically change the difficulty of the exercise. Not 100% certain right now as to how it gets harder or easier, but I'm pretty certain the taller it is, the harder the exercise is, the lower it is, the easier it would be. I could be 180 degrees inverse on that one. It's but basically I wanted that adjustable height on the foot plate so I could vary the intensity of the exercise.